joining us via Zoom to help us unpack the developments around the kidnapping of students of the Federal University in Gusau is Dr. Lionel Rawlings. Is Vice President, Security and Safety at the American University of Nigeria in Yola, is a retired U.S. Marine and a national security analyst. Doctor, it's good to see you. Thank you very much for joining us on the news. Let me get your initial thoughts on the uptick, this resurgence of bandits activity, especially in Zamfara over the past couple of months. Week in, week out, communities are being attacked, people are being killed, kidnapped on a regular basis. Recently, some core members on their way to Sokoto were kidnapped, and now this daring attack on the student hostel in the state capital, Gusau. What is your take on why this resurgence is happening?
Well, I will not say it is a resurgence. It never stopped. It continued, and it has been going on. There was a lull, if you want to use that word. But just recently, it seems as if attacking students, or should I say core members, have become the in thing now. It is the I should say the core thing of what bandits want. And why is that so? Because it creates a shock to the nation. The country is shocked. The universities are shocked. The family members are shocked. And they also will make some good money out of it because it is kidnapping for ransom. And the core members these are they're not just your ordinary students. These are people who graduated from the university. Also, they have some kind of attachment to the Nigerian government as core members. So it is a slap into the face of the government, and also at the same time is a money-making business. It never went away. It was always there. The bandits just trying to see where they can gather and make all their money from. And right now, it seems as if kidnapping core members are the in thing for them.
And with regards to this particular development, there seems to be a correlation between the season and why there's an increase, if you can. I mean, you say it's not a resurgence, but an increase in activities of bandits. Some say that the forests are getting thicker now because of the rainfall, so they have a lot more grounds now that can give them cover when they kidnap individuals, for instance. Give me your thoughts on why whether or not the security architecture is adapting as fast as it needs to with some of the guerrilla tactics of these kidnappers.
I disagree that it is the season and that they get more coverage from the grass and the shrubs. I do not think so at all, because the coverage that you can get is, if you want to really talk about coverage, is something you would get from the trees within the forest. I just believe that just like everything else, today it is core members. There was a time when it was school children. There was a time when it was farmers. The bandits are just choosing their targets wisely, where it is most vulnerable and where they can easily access the vulnerability of their victims. On the other hand, the military did put up a good fight. From what I was told, and what we all know, is that the military did try to attack. The military went after them with some good firepower. For some reason, the bandits were able to escape with their students, with their core members. And so that tells me that this was easily planned. It was well orchestrated. They knew exactly what they were doing, and they were able to thwart the attack of the military by escaping with all of those. And by the way, it was a lot of students, a lot of core members that were able that they were able to take away. So it tells me this was well planned and well orchestrated.
Okay, talking about today's kidnapping of some of those students from the Federal University in Gusau who were off campus, a good number of them, but also some of them were on the school campus. Give me your sense of the response time, because we understand that immediately the attack was happening, soldiers of operatives of Operation Hadarin Daji were quick to respond to call for help, engage them, track them down to the forest, neutralize some of them, and were able to rescue at least 6 of the students that were kidnapped earlier today. This is something rather unusual. Over the past couple of years, usually it will take days or weeks. Some of the Chibok girls are still in captivity today, and that is something that most families have had to deal with. Give me your sense of what you think is happening with the response time being swift, including an air raid during that counter-offensive.
Well, I have to commend the military for the quick action and decisive action. It tells me that they are on top of the game. In the past, as you mentioned, no one would have responded. And even though that they were able to abduct these core members, they had to put up a fight to get these core members and to take them back into the forest. This tells me that perhaps the security chiefs are very serious, or the new ones are very serious about putting an end to banditry and to terrorism. Say, let's just say violence as a whole, because this has never really happened before. And the fact that they were right there to engage them in combat, real-time combat, it tells me that these guys are no nonsense, the military that is. Right. My only concern is when you are abducting people and there is a gunfight, many times the victims become the fatalities. And I am very surprised from the amount of victims that were taken, or the amount of core members that were abducted. We didn't have many fatalities. And so again, that tells me something again about the plan. Right. Perhaps when they took the core members, they immediately took them away with a group of their bandit operatives and took them away into the forest and leave.
Okay, Dr. Lionel, we're gonna have to leave it here for now. But thank you most kindly for the expert analysis, and we do appreciate you for making the time and giving us your take on the developments regarding that bandits' activity in Zamfara, kidnapping and abducting a good number of students, with the military rescuing 6 of them and neutralizing some terrorists. Thank you very much for the time, Doctor. I appreciate you for it.